Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you, excuse me, to bring you your February 2022 general readings. We are looking at the first 2 weeks of February, and this reading is for our Rams, the fire sign of Aries. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to be here and to watch this video. And as always, thank you for all that you do in support of this YouTube channel. Being here, liking, sharing, subscribing, your support, comments, feedback, those of you who reach out for personal readings. Always grateful for that. Thank you. So Aries, this reading is for you for the first 2 weeks of February 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries. It's relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aries. Of course, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. It's a general reading. So watch all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus for any additional insight and perspective. And if you find that something does resonate with you, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, perhaps take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description link, clicking on that little arrow. I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I'd be happy to hear from you. So email me if you're interested. Okay, Aries, let's move right into your reading. For the first 2 weeks of February 2022, I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Okay, we begin with the Six of Cups, a card of history, nostalgia, long-term historical connections, family, friends, childhood, roots of origin. It can also represent, it's one of the other soulmate cards, somebody you feel that connection with. With the Six of Cups, we have the Six of Swords, healing, slowly but surely moving away from a challenging time, a troubling time. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're moving towards that. Next, we have the Five of Wands, conflict, internal conflict, external conflict, going around and around and around about the same thing over and over again. The Eight of Coins, working hard, working to build up a solid, stable foundation for something towards long-term security and stability. Conflict around that. The Two of Wands, standing at a crossroads, needed to take action to make a decision, this way or that way. With the Two of Wands, we have the Lovers, also a card that represents needing to make a choice, a significant choice, a choice about a relationship, or a choice in another area of life that's going to significantly impact relationship. From the bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Nine of Swords, the card I dislike the most in tarot, because it represents an over-obsession with something, thinking about it so much or constantly, fear of an unknown future. What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? It's almost always going to be the worst possible outcome, and thinking about that in such an obsessive and negative way that it becomes this huge, horrible black cloud in your head, and it doesn't actually fit the reality of the situation. It doesn't mean that the source of your concern isn't valid, but this is like dwelling on it too much, focusing on it too much, and typically in a negative way. Some of you, this is going to be about a relationship entirely. Some of you, it may be a struggle in another area of life. It could be struggling about work, career. Maybe there's issues in work, career. Maybe you're not happy and that's affecting your relationship or your marriage. It could be that there may be a decision to, quit one job or switch careers, or this could have to do with like moving for a job or work. And again, that's something that could affect a primary relationship. But again, some of you, this might be about the relationship itself just completely. So let's clarify. The overall energy of the Nine of Swords, stress, anxiety, worry, fear of an unknown future. What are you so afraid of, Aries? The Seven of Cups, multiple options, opportunities. The Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you, this is going to be you. And some of you, it may be another fire sign that you're involved with, the other part of this partnership. Stress, anxiety, and fear over what options there are. For some of you in a love romance relationship, this Queen of Wands is somebody that you're actively involved with, male or female. and you're stressed because you're not sure what they're going to do. You may be thinking that they're looking outside the relationship for something that has more potential and promise. Clarify the Six of Cups. The Two of Cups. Yeah. So we have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. This is, you know, it's either about the relationship or it's about other things that have a significant impact in the relationship. And there's a choice to be made here that's going to probably decide the future of this relationship or not. The Tower and the Two of Wands again. Unexpected events that brings things to an end. Typically a game changer or a life path changer. Two of Wands, choices. You know what? This feels like somebody's giving somebody else an ultimatum. It might be your partner to you or you to this other person. And partner, this can be love and romance. It can be best friend. It's probably romantic for most of you because Two of Cups and the Lovers usually represents that type of relationship, but not always. Yeah, it feels like somebody's giving an ultimatum here about a choice needing to be made one way or the other about this relationship, or about a choice that's going to, yeah, this feels like somebody's giving somebody an ultimatum. It may be that the two of you have been together for some time. Somebody wants to get married or move in or something of that sort, and the other person is maybe leery of that. Clarify the Six of Swords. It could be for some of you that this Tower card represents an unexpected event that has happened recently, and the two of you are trying to figure out how to deal with it moving forward. And what that Tower card is, it could be anything. But for some of you, this is an ultimatum. This is one of you saying to the other, you know, decision needs to be made. It's time. Otherwise, I'm done. I'm out. Clarify Six of Swords. The Lovers again, and the Hanging Man. This pretty much represents that there can't be healing until a decision is made. I mean, the Six of Swords is a card of healing, but it's a card of movement. It's an active card. It's a transitional energy. The Hanging Man represents a lack of movement, a lack, you know, not making a decision, not taking, just kind of watching things play out. And the Lovers is, you know, that connected karmic relationship at a crossroads, and a decision needs to be made so that there can be healing one way or the other. Clarify the Five of Wands. The Chariot. So the Five of Wands is conflict, internal conflict, like conflict within yourself, conflict outside of yourself with another person or other people. The Chariot is success on a very difficult, challenging path. With the Eight of Coins, also with that, it's like somebody feels like would require too much of them, or the fear of the conflict is that they have to give too much, they would have to commit too much, they're, you know, they like things the way it is, the way they are. Clarify Eight of Coins. It might be too, if this is about work-life balance, it could be that somebody's working a lot, you know, working overtime. Their energy's almost always devoted to work, and it's causing friction within the relationship or the marriage. And they're fighting about, you know, somebody saying, look, this is necessary. Look, this is what I have to do. And the other person's like, you're never here, or when you're here, you're not here. You know, I mean, it's a relationship issue here primarily. And it feels like somebody is giving some kind of ultimatum here. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Somebody who feels stuck, like they can't. they feel stuck. They feel like they can't make a decision one way or the other. Interesting, Aries. Let's clarify the Two of Wands with the Lovers. Justice and the Four of Wands. That's a marriage wedding combination if I've ever seen one. You know, it's about doing the right thing for the home, stability, peace, harmony of the family. For some of you, this is going to be, look, we've been together this long, you know, I want to get married. It's time to get married, to do the traditional thing. And somebody is balking at that. Maybe they've had negative experiences in their past. They're afraid of things happening again. They're afraid it's going to require too much investment from them of a lot of different, you know, investment of a lot of different things. But you know, there's this decision here that has to be made. Two of Wands, the Lovers. I mean, this relationship is at a crossroads, and some kind of decision has to be made. What is the right thing to do for the sake of this relationship or home or family? And again, too, if there's work situations caught up in this, like I just described a couple minutes ago, this is about, you know, trying to make a decision that's best for, you know, the relationship and the home and the family if you have one as well. So that's what this whole kind of relationship is. But again, I'm still feeling like an ultimatum here. Like somebody's saying, look, this, you know, if we move forward, it has to be in this way because I can no longer tolerate it being the way that it has been. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there and end with some advice and guidance cards for Aries. Advice and guidance for Aries for the first 2 weeks of February. A lot of energy around relationships and choices right now. The Five of Pentacles, the Fool, the Hierophant. This is kind of like advice to do the thing that you're afraid to do. The Five of Pentacles as advice. I mean, it can represent feeling shut out, abandoned, rejected, not good enough. But there's another piece of advice to the Five of Pentacles too that I don't hear spoken about a lot, and that is that there's a light shine. You know, there's usually some depiction of a beggar or a couple who looks like homeless or in need or something outside of something that looks like a church or a sanctuary or a chapel or something, and there's a light shining out, but they're not looking at it. They're only focused on what the issue, the problem is. And this can often represent that what you need, the source of what you need is right there. It's right in front of you, but you can't see it because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You know, when this card shows up as advice for dating someone specific, this is like, take a second look, give this person a chance because you may be passing up something really beautiful, you know. So that's what I'm getting quite strongly, like it's right there, it's right in front of you, Aries. The Fool, step off the beaten path, step out into the unknown again, take a chance, take a risk. And then the Hierophant is the tradition, the convention. It is one of the wedding cards. I mean, for some of you, this is like making the commitment that you're afraid to make. Something that's going to create more stability. Putting yourself under the umbrella of, you know, what the conventional norm is here. And free will, free agency. Just because Spirit is giving this advice doesn't mean, I mean, you can, you know, free will. You can do whatever you want to. This is advice and guidance from Spirit. It's about trusting. It's about, you know, doing the thing that you're afraid to do and realizing that what you need, what you want, what is going to make you feel like you're on the inside instead of on the outside, it's right there. For financial energy, like work or financial help too, this represents, you know, seeking help, guidance, or resources from like some agency or community or something of that sort as well. Just for some reason felt compelled to put that out there. Okay, Aries, those are your messages for the first 2 weeks of February. I hope you found them useful, helpful, clarified something, gave you some food for thought. Again, if any of this resonates with you, if you'd like to perhaps take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can see my contact info by clicking on the description link. Email me at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the February mid-month readings. Stay safe and well until then. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.